In 1959, 7,420 Philippine soldiers and officers served in the Korean War on the side of the United Nations. After the war, Filipino engineers and technicians workers were instrumental in South Korean reconstruction efforts. With the start of this history, now there are over 70,000 Filipinos residing and working in South Korea. Recently, I had a great opportunity to interview 5 Filipinos living here in Korea. 5 hard-working Filipinos that changed my life and inspired me in so many ways. Let me introduce these amazing people and their life story.
My name is Manuelin Kim.
I am Abs Datu. I'm short for Absalom Datu, and I am a father of three daughters. I have 3 daughters back in the Philippines, and I'm 37 years old, an OFW / blogger. I have my YouTube also, and I'm here in South Korea working as a factory worker.
Hello everyone, and my name is Jenny.
I'm Bito.
I have 2 kids here. They were born here in Korea and one son in the Philippines.
Hello guys, annyeong everyone! My name is Dulenza, your lovely Gurata from Korea! I have 3 kids. I have 15 years old, 12, and then 6 years old. I am working in a factory. I'm working in a factory. I work 13 hours in a night. And then after that, I go straight to my part-time jobs. I work as a nanny for like 4 hours. I work as a house cleaner for like 5 hours. So I work until 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then I go home. Well, going to sleep for like 2 hours. After 2 hours, I need to wake up, then go straight to my full-time job. Friday night and then Saturday night, I don't have really sleep. So 48 hours a week to be exact. So that's the sacrifices that I'm doing right now because I really want to earn. I really want to earn so I can go home and be with my family.
Okay, so when did you come to Korea?
I live here almost 22 years. I came here in 1999.
I was born that time.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh! So you're like Korean.
That's
More
why-
than me.
I am currently living here in Korea for like 5 years. My 5th anniversary is this coming January 27. So like 5 years not seeing your kids, it's kind of hard, but because of the social medias, we're so thankful because we can still see them every day, talk to them every day.
I live here in Korea for almost 20 years. Yeah.
I came here last 2015. I actually I'm a tourist, back and forth, and then when I got my visa, a missionary visa, I decided to stay here and continue working.
Yeah, I've been here for almost 10 years already. Yes. I came here like October 25, 2012.
Oh,
Yes.
why did you migrate to Korea?
The main reason is for my family. Since in the Philippines, we got a lot of jobs, a lot of works, but the salary is not enough.
The first reason is to get job and get high salary here in Korea. Because the situation in the Philippines is really hard, and even though I work a good job in the Philippines, but the salary is not enough to raise my son, and also I'm the breadwinner of the family. I help my parents to support them and also my other siblings.
It's because of financial issue. Actually, it was like I don't know. My mother and my daughter was hospitalized the same day. We don't know what happened to her. It was like they cannot find the main reason why she's become sick. So we need to spend money for the hospitalization. The turning point that I need to step up, I need to do something for me to earn big, and then here comes the opportunity that I can go to Korea. The sacrifice that I need to do for my family and for my mom especially.
I came here because I got married with Korean man. I met him in Philippines, in Cebu, because at that time I was a teacher there, and my husband happened to be one of my students. So yes, and we became couple and we got married and
Sana all. Sana
yeah,
all.
so
Are you fluent in Hangul?
No, I can speak but not fluently, and I can understand. But sometimes when it comes to communicating, I understand what they're saying, but I can't answer straight. You know, it's very difficult.
yes, even though it's a very, how can I say, inconvenient for me because of the, what's this, because of the pronunciation. It's very difficult, and of course I have a daughter. I have to study, and it's very, very difficult. Right now, I don't study anymore. I just learned from my daughter. Before, when I came here, I went to Damunwa, like multicultural center. So I studied there.
Little bit. Actually, because of our kids, they study here in Korea. Because of them, little by little, we can speak Korean.
What was the biggest culture shock you experienced in Korea?
Yeah, the biggest, actually, it's not a negative side, it's a positive side. So it's the honesty. You know, if for example, I left my phone in the cafe, so I'm going to bathroom, you know, and my phone is still there. It's amazing. It's the Korean culture that I really wanted to, you know, be applied in the Philippines.
I think the working environment, because in the Philippines, you have your supervisor, your managers, right? And they don't work. They have this like, you do this, you do that, like this. But here, when I saw my Sajang Nim working the way I work, he was like, he's really hands-on. I was like, really? He's the owner of this company and yet he's doing like this? I was like, they're very down to earth. So I was like, in the Philippines, you cannot see the boss working like this. But here, wow, the Sajang Nim. And then you eat together.
Well, first time I came here, like, how can I say, putting makeup. First time I came here, the following day, he gave me a card. Yes, and then he told me you have to buy skincare. And then,
Shopping.
you know, yes, you know, in the Philippines, even after we woke up, like, it's okay, just we wash our face. But that time, really, I was shocked. Like, my husband said you have to wake up early, and then you have to take a shower, and then you have to put on before you meet my mother. So that is the biggest culture shock I experienced.
How did you adjust to the ways of living?
It's very easy for me because I can, I was like jack of all trades. I can do whatever. I'm easily adapt everything.
I never had a bad experience or hard time because I'm really enjoying it. In terms of, number one, it's the financial, you know, and the weather. I love it here, especially now it's winter. And about the financial, I really, you know, it's manageable for me. I can send money, lots of money in the Philippines, and at the same time I can, you know, buy those stuffs like shoes, Jordans. I mean, it's manageable because the salary here is so high.
First, of course, it was very difficult, but no choice because it's my choice to get married with Korean men. So how I adjust is I'm very thankful to my husband because he helps me a lot, right? So, you know, as time goes by, I'm learning. And then I was just thinking like, this is my life. I cannot do anything. I just follow their ways.
Is it hard to fit in with Koreans?
There are lots of Koreans who are really friendly, especially the Koreans that we have here in our church. They're very much friendly. And then majority of Koreans that I met are they're very, very nice.
Yeah, actually they are friendly. I never experienced any you know, negative or bad side of them, of your country. You are all friendly. Like approachable. You can speak to them politely.
They are friendly. I work here also as a kindergarten teacher, so yes, teachers also are friendly.
Do you recommend living in Korea?
Yes, exactly, 100%. I always told my friends, you know what, I've been encouraging them that, you know what, you need to apply and work here. They're very nice. The jobs here are very nice. You don't have your bosses like, do like this. Like, they're very, very nice and they're very down to earth people.
Actually, yes. Because the first thing that we really love in Korea is the winter. We love snow. You know, in the Philippines, it's really scary also when going out and when going to restaurants, especially when you leave the things there and when you go back, no more. But here, they don't care. They really don't care. And maybe because they are also scared when you do something and when you lost something, very easy to get because there is CCTV and you can just complain.
Yeah, in Korea, it's very strict with law. You
Yeah.
can easily go to jail.
Yeah, I recommend living here. I mean, for me, I want to live here for good. For good. I mean, I've told you the financial status, the people here, culture, but you know, it's still best to live with your family. If I can get them all here, that would be great.
Yes. First is it's very safely in Korea. Yes. Also, living here is difficult, of course, because everywhere, if you are a foreigner in a country, of course, it's very difficult. But compared to Philippines, that's why my husband wants to live in Philippines because of this virus. We couldn't go there because he wants my daughter to study in Philippines, especially English. But my case, if I were to choose, I want to live in Korea.
Did you ever regret coming to Korea? Why?
Parang mas komportable ako dito. Kung nandito ako, mas safety kasi dito eh. Diba? Kahit maglakad ka ng madilim, walang mangyayari sa iyo.
No, not at all. I have no regrets coming here. Ever since I was, I think I was high school, I've been dreaming coming here. Not because of, first of all, not because of the job, the salary, because I love Korean cultures.
I was here like 2 years when my mom died. So that's the hardest part of my stay here. I've been calling her every day. She told me that whatever happened, you don't need to go home. You don't need to go home because my mom knows my obligation because I am the eldest daughter, so I'm the only one who will support them. So that's the sacrifice that I need to do in my life. I didn't go home. I stayed here. Maybe that's the reason why I'm still very emotional because I didn't see her. And I'm so thankful because I was here because I don't know if I'm not here, who will support them? What will happen to them? So I'm still very, very thankful even if I spent everything to them, sent everything to them. But that's the way.
Do you have any words of wisdom for Filipinos who wants to work or migrate to Korea?
Before you come to Korea, you have to learn first the language because language is really the hardest thing that you can struggle in coming here in Korea.
Siguro ang mas maganda kung ano sila dito, yung nga, kailangan pag-aralan din nila yung ugali ng Korean. Kasi iba yung ugali natin eh. Pero kailangan kasi, pag nasa ibang bansa ka kasi, na ibang lugar ka, kailangan maging mahinahon ka eh. Maunawain ka para malayo ka sa gulo.
So I've been encouraging everyone to try and work here or even travel here because Korea is a really nice place. They have a very nice environment, culture, especially the food. Oh my gosh, the food is really, really nice. travelers there come and visit Korea, you will see amazing tourist spots here, and that's it.
My kababayans there back in the Philippines, when it comes to finding jobs overseas, Korea is the best country. No kidding, I'm serious. Korea is the best country. Number one, the salary. Compared to US, Canada, and other countries, man, hindi na ako magsasalita kung magkano yung sahod ko, pero Korea is the best. It's the place to be para to earn money, to buy stuffs, para makapagpatayo ng bahay. Korea is the best country. No kidding.
What do you miss the most about Philippines?
Family. Family is next to God for me. They are my source of strength and everything, and they are my inspiration.
My family, of course. But sometimes I think about I'm alone because all my family is in the Philippines, and I live here for how many years. So I love the gatherings with my family.
How about you, Daddy? What do you miss the most?
My family, especially my mother. My mother is 88 years old na siya. So ang sabi nga sa akin, kailan ka uwi? Uwi ka na lang ba pagpatay na ako? Yun ang talagang gusto ko. Yun ang gusto ko, yung magulang ko, yung mapagsilbihan siya.
My family. I miss them a lot, but the social media is a big help because I can talk to them daily, face to face, FaceTime. I can speak to them every day, every night, before going to sleep, before going to work. But I really miss them physically, of course, and the culture they're like when it comes to family. Like, we're having this get together every weekends from my nephews, nieces, my uncle, my aunts. We're all together every weekend and every Sunday worship. We're all together.
Christmas and New Year, it's been 10 years I never experienced that in Philippines because when we go home, we went home during summer in Philippines. My husband loves the beaches. So I wanted really to go to the Philippines in December or January, but my husband said no. So that's one thing that I miss, like celebrating Christmas and New Year with my family and friends. Like the party thing.
What can Filipinos learn from Koreans, such as traits or qualities?
Number one is the honesty.
Yeah.
And number two is the politeness when it comes to interacting with other peoples, like especially for elderly. They are so polite. I mean, like me, I'm not that old, but they are calling me Ajusyo. And I really hated it. But it's respect. So I'm loving it.
One thing Filipinos should learn from Koreans is this thinking of saving. Yes, really saving money.
The birthday celebration. Filipino really we really love parties. And we really love, even though walang pera, even though no money, we celebrate. But here in Korea, seems like the birthdays is nothing. And some Koreans, they said, the important celebration is just the first birthday and the Baek-il, 100 days, and the first birthday, and then the 60s. And rather than that, no more.
That's true.
They are not celebrated. But in Philippines, every year, actually sometimes every month, right? But here, no more.
What can Koreans learn from Filipinos?
It's the family bonding. For example, here, if you get married, then your mother and your father, your parents, you don't have to take care of them. But in the Philippines, even if you are married, even if you have your own family, you have to take care also for your parents, and back and forth, vice versa. If you are a parent and your children got married, you still have to take care of them somehow. That's the number one thing in the Philippines that I really, I'm very proud.
Kind of satisfaction, like most Koreans really focused on money. just money, 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 money. Something that I've noticed, because I had some students before when I was still in Cebu, like, he told me, he's Korean, he said, "Teacher, I cannot understand why, because I saw a lot of people, they don't have house, but still they are smiling. In Korean case, cannot." So I think Korean also have to learn something like satisfaction or calm down. Not only money, 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 focus about that. So I think that's
Unang una yung lalo na sa pagluluto, di ba? Karamihan ng mga Pilipino ang nagluluto, lalaki. Sila nagugulat sila, bakit kayong mga lalaki nagluluto? Sa Korean kasi, babae nagluluto yung asawa eh.
Yeah.
Yun ang dapat nilang maano na.
That's the
na,
culture
oh,
since
diba?
when we were young.
Yeah.
Which is a very...
Pagdating ng ano dito, kailangan ipagluto ng asawa babae. Pero sa atin sa Pilipinas, lalaki, mostly lalaki. Katulad ngayon. Ako nagluluto.
Have you ever experienced racism or discrimination here?
Wala naman akong na-experience na ano.
Because you look so Korean.
My kids never experience. But to us, we experience that. When they see that we are different nationality, oh, you are Filipino. Actually, the Korean, they love Filipinos.
Yes.
Some of the Koreans, they love
yeah.
Filipinos. But in terms of buying or doing something, it's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
No, not yet. Not yet. It's very nice being with Koreans because they're very nice. If you're going to a Korean house, they're going to give you everything, serve you everything.
No discrimination at all. I never experienced that. So
Oh.
I love here. I have never experienced discrimination except for my beard. And they're always telling me, "Are you Bangladesh, Pakistan?" Because of my beard. No, I'm a Filipino. Did you ever saw Pakistan short like me? I mean, I'm a Filipino. I'm a nation.
Yeah.
Of course. First time I came here, really, it was very hard for me because my mother-in-law has a store. So before I helped her a lot there. So I could my pronunciation. So like this. So they discriminate me. Because you are foreigner, you cannot like this. So I realized I have to study Korean language really hard because of this situation.
What do you love about Korea?
This time is winter season, so snowboarding. Yes, I love it.
That's nice.
What I like about Korea is everything. I never hated something, someone, or any culture. I love it here. Everything. Especially the politeness and respect. They're all respectful.
My brothers and my sisters, I hope that you will continue to serve the Lord. My hope is all my family, all of you, my family, become a servant of the Lord and love each other. So,
Sa family ko, ang message ko lang sa inyo, mag-ingat kayo, lalo na ngayong pandemic. We love you.
To my family, to my wife, my 3 kids. Kung mapapanood nyo naman to, sikat na si daddy nyo. Joke. Kahit na module lang ngayon, online class, please do your thing because they are excelling in school back when it's normal, and continue what you are doing. You're doing good, but please take good care of your health because sobrang worried ako pag nagkakasakit. Every time na just a simple fever, I'm so worried about you guys. And so please take good care of yourselves and always serve God because I know mana kayo sa akin na musician. And yes, thank you. I love you so much. I love you all.
To my family there in the Philippines, I miss you a lot. And because of this virus, this pandemic, I am not able to go to Philippines and visit you guys. And I just hope that this pandemic will end soon by God's grace. I miss you.
For my kids, just like what I've told you always, always remember that mommy loves you so much. I'm doing this for you, and the only thing that I ask from you is to study hard. Kasi yun lang yung magiging reward ko sa lahat ng ginagawa ko. Is for you to finish your school, and yun lang yung magpapasaya sa akin. Alagaan yung isa't isa, and always pray for mommy. I'm always praying for you na maging okay kayong lahat. Na lumaki kayong malapit sa Panginoon and matupad niyo yung mga pangarap ninyo. Yeah, for my siblings, hello. Alam niyo kung gaano ko kayo kamahal. You know how much I love you guys. Alam niyo yung mga sacrifices ko. Marami na tayong pinagdaanan, but I'm so glad kasi sama-sama natin hinaharap lahat. And we're still, kahit wala naman na yung parents natin, at least buo pa rin tayo na wala nagiging, yes, may mga problema, but hinaharap natin siya na sama-sama. And I'm really, really thankful, guys. Always pray. Don't forget to pray.
They say family gives you the roots to stand tall and strong. And after hearing their stories, I couldn't agree more. I witnessed the immeasurable love of a family and sacrifice of a parent. Let us always remember to love and value our families as well. Maybe it's time to go and tell your loved ones, I love you. It's the little things that means the most. Thank you for watching.